everyone, my name is Molly, and today we are here for a very exciting video. It is my first Supernatural episode talk. So if you guys have been following my channel for a little while, you know I've done episode talks for Shadowhunters and Teen Wolf so far, and I plan to do them for Riverdale and Supernatural, and now all those shows are back, so now I get to do all these episode talks with you guys, and of course, Dean/Jensen will be here to help. You can't really see him. There he is. If you guys don't know, if you don't follow me on social media or watch the vlogs that I've been uploading, I went to a Supernatural convention in September, and it was just one of the most amazing experiences of my life. I'm so grateful I got to go. It was just so amazing. The cast is... they're just beautiful humans, and so it was amazing. If you guys are interested, those vlogs will be linked down below, and you should definitely go check them out. So Supernatural airs on the CW on Thursday nights at 8 o'clock, and it is so good and so worth the watch. So if you guys haven't seen the premiere, the only warning I have for you is to bring tissues, because it is very emotional. It was definitely devastating, so definitely prepare yourself for that, but it was also very good, and I'm really excited to see where this season goes. If you guys haven't watched the episode, I'm going to say goodbye to you now because I don't want to spoil anything. So, goodbye non-spoiling people, go watch the episode, then come back and we can cry about it together. Okay, so let's talk about the tears. So some general notes before I move on to like the specific scene by scene things. The kid who plays Jack, does anybody else see a young Leo DiCaprio? Because that's all I see when I look at him. Like, Leo from Romeo and Juliet, like, that's all I see when I look at that kid. He's a very good actor, though. I really like the way he portrays Jack, and he reminds me a lot of Cass at the beginning, you know, learning everything. It's so sad. Also, this episode, Sam was a really big father figure to Jack, and that's interesting. I didn't really see that coming, because I, and most of the fandom, always thought it was going to be like Cass, or Dean and Cass, or Dean, you know? I never really pictured Sam as being the father figure to the son of Satan, but it was really cute to see that. I really liked their relationship, and I hope that continues on. So let's get into the specifics. We open the episode exactly where we left off in season 12, where Dean is kneeling by Cass's body. He gets up and he goes into the house to find Sam and Jack, and he goes in and he finds Jack, and Jack's eyes are glowing, and so he goes to shoot Jack. And Jack has this weird power. He does it throughout the episode where, like, he kind of screams, and it's like a banshee scream. Like, you know how in Teen Wolf Lydia screams and, like, it, like, yeah, you know what I'm talking about? That's basically what it is. And, like, everybody just kind of, like, floats in the air for a while, and it's really weird. It's, like, a really weird power for Satan's son to have, because it's not, like, scary. They both get knocked out, and Jack runs away, and we have this weird scene with Mary where Lucifer burns her up, and then Dean has flashbacks to, like, the first episode where she's burning on the ceiling, and I didn't really understand that at all, and it never came back into play, so I don't really know what that was. Then we have Joaquin. If you guys watch Riverdale, this kid Joaquin was on it, and he was a Southside Serpent and everything like that, and he left Riverdale, and apparently now he's on Supernatural. I don't think he's gonna be like a season regular or anything, but he was the sheriff's kid. And that was weird. It was just weird, because I was like, so Joaquin left Riverdale, he, like, you know, took a bus to wherever they are now, and he's gonna help solve crimes, like, what? And I thought it was very ironic that in Riverdale, he's with Kevin, the sheriff's son, and then in Supernatural, he is the sheriff's son. So that scene where we're in the Impala, and, like, Dean and Sam are driving, and Sam's like, we should really talk about this, and he's like, what part do you want to talk about? Crowley's dead, Mom's gone, Kelly's dead, Cass is... He couldn't even say it. He also had a really funny scene where he was like, and the devil's kid hit puberty in 30 seconds flat. But, oh my god, the whole Cass thing is killing me. It's killing me. Because Dean has no hope. He's like, that's it. This is over. everything's done, like, Cass is never coming back to me, and I was just like, if you guys don't know, I'm, like, a Destiel shipper, not, like, a crazy one that's, like, it has to be canon or whatever, but, you know, I will read the fanfiction, I will post it on Tumblr. You know, if it never happens canonly, I'm fine. I just like those scenes of Dean and Cass together, just because I think Misha and Jensen have such good chemistry, and, like, just, you know, their scenes are always so good. So, I'm a Destiel shipper, you will hear me talk about it, but, like, it's not, it needs to be canon, like, you know, if they're not comfortable, or if that's not the way the writers decide to take it, like, whatever, I don't really care that much, but I will talk about the scenes when they do happen. But yeah, so that was just heartbreaking. He, like, got choked up, and I was like... First tears of the night. So we're at the house where everything went down. And, there's angels there. They've come to try and find the Nephilim, but the Nephilim's not there. I was really pissed off that the Winchesters left Cass's body just there. Like, I wasn't a fan. And, like, because of the end of the episode, it makes sense as to why they left it there, but before I knew what was going to happen at the end of the episode, I was like, why isn't he with you? I expected Dean to be like, he's coming back. Like, he's coming back and we need to have him comfy for when he comes back, and he needs to be with us so he's not disoriented. Like, you know, that's what I expected. So the fact that they, like, left his body and then the angels were, like, touching him, and the one angel was like, he deserved worse than this, I was like, excuse you? I wanted to, like, reach through the TV and rip that guy's head off. Then we meet this weird drunk lady that was asking for french fries at the pirate place, and I knew she was going to be involved in the story somehow, because there's no way that a character gets that much screen time and actually talks to the boys without them having an ulterior motive. But then she starts talking about this roommate that she had, Becky, and I was like, Becky? Like, Becky? Like, fangirl Becky from whatever, how many ever seasons ago that dated Chuck? Like, that Becky? And then, like, the way she started describing it more, like, it didn't sound like it, but that's all I could picture from then on. We all meet at the sheriff's station, Jack is there, and I really liked his whole scene in the sheriff's station, like, with the candy, and, like, him and Joaquin were getting close, and he was like, I like nougat. Like, he was just a really sweet kid, you know, for being the son of Satan. So, because Dean and Sam just kind of burst into the sheriff's station, and the sheriff has no idea who they are, and they, like, are attacking Jack, she locks them up with Jack as well, and Sam is really, really scared, and it's really, really funny, because he, like, presses himself up against the wall. He's like, whoa, 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 it's okay, like, everything's fine. And I just thought it was really funny. Like, I get that it's the son of Satan, but he seems like such, like, a lovable idiot that it's like, come on, Sammy. They're talking, and he starts talking about his father. He's like, I have to find my father, he would protect me, and Sam is like, that's not Lucifer's forte. Like, he will not protect you, I don't know what you're talking about. And he's like, Lucifer's not my father. What? What? Because my first thought was, like, Lucifer, like, isn't your actual father. Like, somehow you trick everybody into thinking that Lucifer is your father. And then he's like, Castiel is my father. What? Then it was just heartbreaking because he's like, yeah, I chose him, he'll protect me, he's good, he's nice, and he, like, said all these things that Cass really deserves to hear because the writers do not do him justice in this show, and so he really deserves to hear these things that this baby is saying about him. I love the scene where Dean is fighting the angels because his sass with them is just amazing before it turns heartbreaking. One, the drunk french fry lady, it turns out to be an angel, tells Dean that it's Dean's fault that Cass is dead, and I was like, you need to back the fuck up, because no, like, leave him alone. He already blames himself for it, we don't need people telling him that it's his fault, like, no, shut your mouth. And then he has her in a chokehold, and the angel's like, Jack needs to die, he could do anything, and you see Dean's face change, and he's like, anything? Like, he can do anything? And the angel starts laughing, and is like, well, almost anything. Cass is dead. And I was like, he just wants Cass back. And I was just... my heart. Tears number 2. So the angels go in and they stab Jack with the angel blade. It doesn't work, and everybody is so shocked, and I don't really understand why they would think that the angel blade would work, because it doesn't work on Lucifer. So normal blades aren't just gonna work on Lucifer's child either. We're sitting on the Impala, Sam and Dean are sitting there after we've defeated the angels, and Sam's like, I think we should take Jack back to the bunker with us. I know you're not gonna agree, but like blah 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 blah. And Dean's like, I agree, let's take him. And Sam's like, whoa, wait a second, what? And I was thinking at first, I was like, you know what, he probably didn't give up hope that Jack can bring Cass back. Like, there's gotta be something that Jack can do to get Cass back, especially if, like, he thinks of him as his father. Because if we tell Jack that we can get your father back, you just have to do this, I think he'd do it. Someone needs to tell Dean that he thinks Cass is his father, because Dean doesn't know that, and, like, he needs to know. I read this fan fiction, and Jack asked Dean what Cass was like. My heart. But anyway, I think he still has some hope in him that Jack can do something about Cass and fix something. But it's also like, I want to be able to control him, because I couldn't save anybody else in this world. I lost everybody except for Sam. So if I can stop him from doing this to the rest of the world, then I'm going to do it. I don't care if I die. And he said that. He was like, I don't care if you and I are the only ones he takes with him. And I was just like, he's so hopeless right now. So we have a flashback to Dean praying to God. Tears number 3. Oh my god, it was so emotional. Because I knew he had to have prayed at some point, because he couldn't just not pray for Cass, you know what I'm saying? So he went and he prayed to God. He was very mad about it, and he was like, get your butt down here, like, you've saved Cass before, you can do it again, like, we're having issues, and you just left again, even though you said you weren't going to. Like, he was so mad. Cass has always been the one to come back. He's died, what, like 6 times on the show, and he's always come back. So I think he's holding out hope for the one thing, but he's also very hopeless. He's very, like, this is the final thing, he's never coming back. Like, so I think he's very conflicted, and it's really, really sad to see. God doesn't answer, and so he, like, starts begging. He's like, please, just please come back, fix this, and then he, like, starts punching the wall. Oh my god. So we go back to the house, and Dean is dealing with Cass, and Jack and Sam go up to see Kelly, and he's like, this is your mom. And Jack, like, goes and, like, grabs Kelly's foot and just kind of, like, holds it and, like, squeezes it and then backs up and walks away. And it was just the weirdest scene. I was like, why did you grab her foot? And then Dean has a moment with Cass where he's dressing the body to be burned, and he, like, ties the curtain, and he, like, pulls back the face, and he, like, starts sobbing. Oh my god. Tears number 4. Like, it was so sad, because he's so broken because of this. Like, I haven't seen him this broken by a death since Sam. So we build the funeral pyre, and he goes, and Sam's like, do you want to say anything? And Jack's like, what do you say? Because, you know, he really is only a day old, so, like, he doesn't know anything. And so Sam takes it upon himself to be like, alright, so you say goodbye, and you say thank you, and you say you hope there's a better place. And tears, tears, tears. And then Dean's like, goodbye, Cass. And I saw all these things on Tumblr where, like, you know how Cass's thing is always like, hello, Dean. And then Dean's word, goodbye, Cass. And then he says goodbye to everyone. He's like, bye, Crowley, bye, Mom, bye. Like, he says goodbye to everybody. And then he burns Cass's body, and I was just like, this is so final. Like, I know Misha comes back to the show, but is he coming back as our Cass? Is he coming back as this AU Cass who never met Dean? There's so many options, and, like, what if we never get our Cass back? Like, I will be devastated. As much as I know Misha's coming back to the show, it's still so sad and feels so final that they burned Cass's body, because I feel like they didn't wait. Like, Cass could have come back, it could have taken him 2 days, but he wouldn't have a body to come back to. And then we end the episode with Mary and Lucifer being in the alternate world, and Mary's trying to run from Lucifer, and Lucifer's like, I'm not gonna kill you because I need you. And so, I don't know what that means. I don't know why he needs her, but it's very interesting. And just a funny thing, I couldn't help but think, what if Mary and Lucifer become a thing? Being in this alternate reality universe. What if they become... So those were my thoughts on 1301. Let me know what you guys thought of the episode. Next week it looks like we're gonna be seeing more of Jack learning the new world, and Old Prophet is back. I think he was in season 11. He's back. So yeah, we'll see how it goes next week. I'm not sure when Misha comes back. I've heard that it's episode 3. I've heard that it's episode 6. So I'm not really sure when he comes back, but when he does, it will definitely be cause for celebration. Those are my thoughts on the episode. Let me know what you guys thought of the episode. If you liked this video, give it a big thumbs up, and make sure to subscribe if you're into Supernatural and like that type of thing, because there will definitely be more Supernatural content. I hope you guys enjoyed. I also do episode talks for Shadowhunters, Teen Wolf, Riverdale, and Supernatural, and Stranger Things, so make sure to subscribe if you're into any of those, and I will see you guys next week with the next episode talk. Goodbye!